We love it here.
When can we go back?
Welcome back to Lake George This Week. I'm your host, Jim Mullen, and we let you know everything about what's going on around the Queen of America's lakes. But let me tell you something. This week, I got brain freeze. In April, in 30-degree weather. Why? Because ice cream season is open, baby. And yes, I stood there like a champ, nose red, fingers frozen, all for a soft serve vanilla with rainbow sprinkles. I have to tell you, it made me cry a little. My eyes were watering. Tears of joy. Or maybe it was the start of hypothermia. Who knows? Now I've got a list, a locals list, of my favorite ice cream joints. I'm not going to name them all here. There's a lot of new places popping up around the village, and we're going to spend time in future podcasts. We're going to have a contest, see who's the best ice cream parlor in the area. But I'm just going to touch on basically 6 or 7 of my ones that I've been to myself and give you my 2 cents. If there's a shop that I missed that you think I should include in the contest, you got to send me an email. Send me an email and go to lakegeorgethisweek.com, and there's a way to send me an email from there. lakegeorgethisweek.com. Some of these spots have ice cream cones bigger than your head, so you've been warned.
Hey! It's time for the local spotlight.
This week on the Local Business Spotlight, we're going to talk about hair. Not ice cream in your beard hair, real hair. Jamie from the Barber Parlor over at Hudson Falls is the one that keeps me podcast ready. Guess what? She's got some help now. So when you wanted to walk in but you were afraid you were going to get turned away, go back. Don't forget to tell her Jim from the podcast sent you. She's going to give you the best haircut you had in your life. Trust me, your head will thank you.
And now, the local spotlight.
So the first ice cream joint we got going on that is right down in Lake George Village, 170 Canada Street in Lake George Village. Ben & Jerry's. Okay, if you like the establishment, Ben & Jerry's. I mean, they're commercialized ice cream, but they're kind of like out there on the good side of it. So they're commercialized, but you feel good about having it. They've got great flavors. My favorite, Cherry Garcia. Love Cherry Garcia. They always have it in stock over there. So go down to the Ben & Jerry's on Canada Street, 170 Canada Street. You can't miss it. My next favorite place to go when I'm down by Around the World Golf, mini golf, or over by the Steel Pier, we always go to the Pink Roof Ice Cream Shop over there. It's a 72 Beach Road in Lake George, 72 Beach Road, right down by, like I said, Round the World Golf, and right over by the Steel Pier. Great servings, good sizes, great stuff. And, really love the place. Pink Roof. We used to bring the kids there every week, to get their soft serve ice cream. Next place we got going on is Sprinkles Ice Cream Shop, and they're in Queensbury. They're over on 60 Glenwood Avenue in Queensbury. I've gone there quite a few times. Great ice cream, great little atmosphere, great little place over by the trail. So if you want to go hang out, you can park your car there, go on the trail, and go have some ice cream. Really great stuff. And that's at Sprinkles Ice Cream Shop, and that's at 60 Glenwood Avenue in Queensbury, New York. Check that out. Okay, this next place I've honestly not been to yet, but I plan on going there as soon as possible. It's Scoop's Ice Cream Parlor, 327 Canada Street. This is the only place in this group of ice cream shops that I have not been to. Scoop's Ice Cream Parlor on 327 Canada Street. So if you've been there, let me know. Drop me a line. Go to lakegeorgethisweek.com. You can send me an email. Let me know what you think of Scoop's Ice Cream Parlor. What's their best dish? What do you get when you go there? Let me know.
Breaking news! This just in!
Like I said, there's plenty of new ice cream places I know around the area. Didn't want to include them all here. It was going to be too long. Okay, but we're going to have a contest. We're going to break it down. We're going to go through the best hard ice cream, the best soft ice cream, the best shakes. We're going to go through it all. We're going to see who has the best what in the area. So if you have anybody in mind that you want to be included in the contest, again, lakegeorgethisweek.com. Leave me an email and let me know what you think and what you want me to include in the contest. Okay, the next place we got going on is in Glens Falls. Okay, Rob and Deb's Frozen Dreams. Rob and Deb's Frozen Dreams. They're at 98 Haskell Avenue in Glens Falls. They're right on Dix Avenue. I think it's Dix, right by the East Field. Is it still called East Field? Where they play the baseball and the football in the AAA over there. Really good ice cream. I've had Robin Deb's a few times when I was over in the area when we used to bring the kids to the Little League in the back there. The Glens Falls Little League is right behind East Field, and when we win games over there, we would take the kids or the teams over to Robin Deb's Frozen Dreams and give them all ice cream. Really great little place. And a couple of times I've been driving around the area on a hot day and wanted to have an ice cream. Went to Robin Deb's. Very good. They have great ice cream. You're gonna love it. Check that out. That's it. They're calling it 96 Haskell Avenue, but I'm pretty sure that it's on Dix Avenue, right there on the corner. Well, it could be, I guess, either one, but it's right on Dix Avenue. You can't miss it. Okay, the next one's the one everybody talks about. Everybody knows where it is and where they've been, and the story behind them is Martha's. Okay, Martha's Dandy Cream over by Six Flags. Great history. They've been around for 78 years. Okay, they have 37 soft serve flavors. They have everything you can think of. They have all kinds of crazy different flavors and stuff, different gimmick ice creams. Martha's, it always looks like it's crazy busy, crazy long lines, but the lines go fast. There's many lines, so you're really getting, like I said, it looks like busy, like you don't want to stop there, but you want to stop there. It's the best ice cream, and it's right across from Six Flags Great Escape. And now they got the fountains out there that go back and forth, all the colored fountains. Really nice place to hang out, bring the kids. They got food there now, and the La Fontaine's, really great people own the place. Great story about that. We can check that out next time when we do the contest. We'll go into the story about the family, and actually there's the backstory of Robin Deb's. I believe their family they're related somehow, but I'm not really sure how. And that's Martha's Dandy Cream. It started in 1947. Can you imagine? Great place, great place for ice cream. Okay, so that's Martha's. Check that out on. Where did I say that was? Of course, you know where it is. Like I said, it's right across on Route 9, right across from the Great Escape. Okay, now I wouldn't be honest if I didn't tell you that this is a place that I get ice cream all the time, okay? And that's Stewart's. Stewart's Shops has some of the best ice cream and that you can get in the region. They have specials all the time. They have flavors of the week. They have a scoop card where you get it punched every time you get an ice cream cone. The 11th one is free. I mean, if you go there in a kid's uniform, a sports uniform, they get 50 cents off a cone. I think, pretty sure that's still the case. Mother's Day, Father's Day, mothers and fathers get 50 cents off a cone. Halloween, if you go in, in costume, you get cones. It's a really great place. And Stewart Shops, some of the best ice cream in the region, based on some of the best milk that they have in the region. Local milk, local great stuff. They were the best of the best in North America, 2024 World Dairy Expo. First place was Mint Cookie Crumble and Mango Dragon Fruit Sherbet. And second place was Campfire S'mores, Bark in the Dark, Peanut Butter Pandemonium. That sounds like some crazy flavors. So check it out, Stewart Shops. They're everywhere. So no matter what town you're in, every town has a Stewart's. Matter of fact, if you don't have a Stewart's, you don't have a town, right? Check that out.
And now for something completely different.
So if you're enjoying this wild ride of local love and brain freezes, do me a favor, share the podcast. Send it to your cousin, your mailman, your barista, everybody that you know. Everybody loves ice cream. And if you know anybody interesting in the Lake George area, somebody with a kooky cool talent or some kind of weird story to tell, whatever it is, email me, lakegeorgethisweek.com. Get the email from there on the website. And, I want to talk to them. Check it out. Send me an email. Don't forget, we got some special episodes coming up besides the ice cream episode. Well, we got the ice cream contest that we're going to do later on in the season. We're going to have the best pizza in the area. We're going to do something like this one, but just with the pizza area. Best delivery, best pizzas, best round pizza, best white pizza, best square pizza. We're going to check that out. Best sandwiches, best heroes, all of that kind of stuff. Best delivery times. And check that out. Best vegan pizzas. We're going to do all of that kind of stuff in the pizza in the area for Lake George area. We'll check that out. And then we're going to do the best mini golfs. Mini golfs are everywhere. We got a whole bunch of mini golfs. Which ones are the best ones? Which ones have the best food? Which ones have the best... which ones have the best holes and attractions? And we're also going to have an episode of best family restaurants, because when people are up here on vacation, they want to bring their kids to the restaurants that are friendly to the kids. You know, kids don't want to sit still for a long time, so you want to have a restaurant that's a little bit quick, right? And that's friendly towards kids, right? What do you think about that? So we're going to do episodes like that. If you think of an episode of something that you would like me to check out, maybe the best bar specials, or the best adult hangouts, or the best attractions for younger kids, or whatever, leave me an email, lakegeorgethisweek.com. Let me know what you think. Follow, subscribe, and stay hungry. All right, let me leave you with this one. I once dropped my ice cream right after I got it, fell right in the parking lot, did a flip like an Olympic gymnast. Everybody was frowning. One old lady was laughing. So what did I do? I got back online and got myself another cone, because life is too short not to have 2 cones in one day. So see you next week. Stay frosty. Have a good night. And don't forget to share the podcast with anybody you know that loves ice cream. And everybody loves ice cream. You can't be in a bad mood and eat an ice cream cone. It just doesn't work that way.